to eat. No, you don't. You can choose to starve. I have to go to work. No, you don't. You can choose to stay at home and not be able to pay your bills and then go into poverty and lose your house, lose your cars, lose everything. I have to take a shower. No, you really don't. You can choose to stink and be unclean. Hey guys, it's Ryan from The Dad Show. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor. Have you been looking for a way to get on the water for some family fun? If so, please go visit my friends at Blue Springs Boat Company located in Kingston, Tennessee. Family owned and operated since 1988, Blue Springs Boat Company is the largest authorized Bennington and Regal dealership serving the East Tennessee area. They offer new and used boats, have a full parts department, and a certified service department on hand to help you with all your boating needs. They're proud to be your family's boat dealer. Let Blue Springs Boat Company help you find the right boat for you and your family. Visit them online at www.bluespringsboats.com or call 865-376-1472. Now, let's get to the podcast.
Welcome to the Dad Show Podcast, a show all about impacting, empowering, inspiring, and uplifting information to become a better dad, husband, man, and mentor. And now, your host, Ryan Ladd.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Dad Show Podcast. As always, I want to thank you for being here, for listening, and for watching. I'd like to ask that you would follow us on all social media and engage with us at The Dad Show Podcast, as well as on our website at www.thedadshowpodcast.com. So today we're going to be talking about choices. We all have them. We all know them. We all make them, whether they're good or bad choices, but we all got them. So let's jump right in. So a lot of people will mistake choices for have-tos, like I have to eat. No, you don't. You can choose to starve. I have to go to work. No, you don't. You can choose to stay at home and not be able to pay your bills and then go into poverty and lose your house, lose your cars, lose everything. I have to take a shower. No, you really don't. You can choose to stink and be unclean. Where I'm going with this is if you change your outlook and put it in perspective, you'll change a whole lot more in your life and it'll be a whole lot better. Do you realize how many people would love to eat, take a shower, go to work? Or let's put it another way. A lot of husbands are guilty of saying, I have to go spend time with my wife. No, you don't. But you should be thankful and feel blessed that you have an amazing person that loved you enough to marry you and wanted to be by your side. A lot of parents are guilty of saying, I have to go spend time with my kids, or I have to keep my kids. No, you don't. But you should feel blessed to be able to spend time with them and be there with them. People would give anything to have their wives back in their lives or their children back in their lives. We as men need to step up and stop listening to society about being average dads, husbands, and men and failing at all those aspects. We need to be the godly men that God made us to be. Love our wives with all of our hearts and treat them with the dignity and respect that they deserve. So just for a second, I want you to open your mind and think with me for just a minute. And if you have a daughter, this thought will come easily. If you don't have a daughter, just try to imagine for 1 minute that you do. So having a daughter changes your perspective of the whole thing. And you know, whenever you say these things like I have to go spend time with my wife or I have to go spend time with my kids, or, you know, you're trying to make decisions with infidelity or trying to make decisions of if you should go hang out with the guys or you should be with your wife, and when you're struggling with decisions on what you should do or what you should buy or how you should act or what you should say, even in the heat of arguments, think about your daughter and be the man that you would want your daughter's boyfriend or husband to be. How would you want them to be treated? We need to step up and be the godly fathers of our households. Be the father that teaches our kids not only about God and his kingdom, but discipline, respect. And if you have a son, teach him how to act as a man. Or if you have a daughter, what they should look like for a man. Don't speak it, act on it. actions speak louder than words. 90% of the words we speak to our kids go in one ear and out the other. But when they see us through our actions, actually living it, they're going to retain 90% of it. In the last podcast, I talked about 21 days to create a habit. So do me a favor. For the next 21 days, let yourself be happier. Let yourself be happier in your marriage. Let yourself be happier in the time you're spending with your kids. Let yourself be happier with yourself. Yourself. You are the one holding yourself back from being happier. You are the one making the choice to let society and the devil win at stealing your happiness. Push negativity out of your vocabulary. Attempt to change your vocabulary altogether. When you start to say, I have to, immediately change it to I get to, I feel blessed to. So I want to know in 21 days, in 3 weeks, how all this is going. So hit me up on social media at The Dad Show Podcast and let me know how it's going. As always, God bless you. I love you. I hope you have a blessed week, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Dad Show Podcast. Please like, review, and subscribe.